Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the build of the Vogt Mansion. Thanks for tuning in.
There's the lumber truck. Yay! That is going to be for our basement walls and the main floor walls and sheeting for the floor. Another thing, I guess, for waiting so long is that I'm so glad that we're not doing this in the winter. It's probably the best part about this whole thing. And we got our lumber from Delcan Products in Fort McLeod. They were great to work with. So a nice shout out to them. Well, I'm not sure how he did it, but Les compacted all the dirt with the truck here. That's his truck. And he went back and forth and compacted the dirt pile here and over on the other side of the house to kind of have a staging area. And he said he just went back and forth and back and forth, making it nice and flat.
So we got some fun stuff happening now, guys. It is building time. So our order for our trusses and everything went in today. We do have some wood that's been delivered on site, and we've got some more wood that's being delivered on site tomorrow. And basically, what's all the wood for? We've got to build our basement walls, and we have to build our walkout wall in the basement. And all this is in preparation for our framing package, which will be showing up hopefully in about a week to 2 weeks. So there's a lot to do, and but first, before we start framing, we've got to do a kind of a raised curb in our basement. So we've got to form that up and pour some concrete in there and things like that. So kind of minor little things, but it's important stuff that needs to get done. So anyways, headed out there. It's a beautiful day today. It's kind of a confusing time of year in our neck of the woods in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Springtime here. I think spring's actually starts tomorrow officially based on the calendar. And we've had some really beautiful weather up until this point. So we've been quite lucky. But it's one of those times of year where you have to wear your jacket and turn your heat on in the morning. And right now I've got my air conditioning on, and it's just after noon. So anyways, guys, I will flip back to you when we get out to the piece of land. All right, guys, so there's a shot of what we're doing. So basically the areas where the walls are going to be built, these are all structural walls. There's going to be a concrete curb built in this area. And so that's what we're doing, is we're basically forming up the area for the concrete curb. Alright guys, so hopefully this makes a little more sense now with what we were doing. So essentially, if you look at what we've created here, we've created a bunch of areas where we're going to pour concrete. So rather than pouring concrete in the entire curb, we're only doing little sections. Okay, so and this is going to be right underneath where the structural wall is located. So concrete in there, blank space, concrete in there, blank space, right? So that continues all the way down the wall. We've got that one over there, and then we've got those guys too. So number one, the point of doing that is we're going to save concrete initially right now, because we only need to put them probably using, I don't know, 20%, 25% of the amount of concrete instead of filling the entire curbs. And then those areas will get filled when the slab gets poured. And the other benefit of doing these curbs is that the curbs are perfectly level as well. So basically we've got our level here that's shot that mark all over the, it's a laser level, and that's all over the basement. So essentially the top of all of these are nice and level, and what it's eliminated is trying to build a wall on concrete that's all over the place when we did these footings. So it's basically going to make for a better final product. And it's a lot easier to build this wall now, and you have the same stud height throughout the entire wall. All right guys, there is an overview shot. So over the next week, basically, we will see these exterior walls built. We will see all the load-bearing walls inside the basement built, which is a large majority of the basement walls. And it's going to start to look like a house. Super exciting. I was just saying to Les as we were packing up, you know, it's kind of cool to reminisce about, you know, it wasn't long ago that we were putting the blocks together for the foundation and doing all the layout and all that kind of stuff. And it's pretty neat to see things progressing. So it's pretty awesome. It's very satisfying, I guess, is the best thing to say. So the framing package was ordered today, so they got all the information sent over to Delcan, who is the guy supplying the wood for the house, and they are in southern Alberta. I'll put a link down below to them as well in the comments, as we're doing with all the trades. But what they're talking about is they're going to get the floor system delivered first. And so that's what we need to get all the walls ready for, the main floor system, right? So when all the walls are up, then basically what can happen is the floor system can start to get installed, which is pretty cool. So anyways, guys, they're going to be back out here tomorrow doing some more progress. So we will see you tomorrow.
All right, so today we are putting concrete into those forms that we were doing yesterday, and hopefully we will get that done today. Then it'll be ready for our framing to start tomorrow. So exciting. These are the pins that are going in place to hold the wood. This house is being built extra beefy. We don't just put the wood on the forms, we attach it to the forms.
That's right.
It's not going anywhere. So we're just finishing up the concrete for today. We have our trusty helper here, Luna. Luna, are you helper? Are you the helper today? Did you help put your mark on the concrete? Yes, she did. Luna put her mark on the concrete. Good thing it's not in a spot that's actually critical, but she's having fun out here. Just finishing up over there, and we'll probably get the groundwork in before we start the framing, just because they need to do a little bit of digging to get the pipes and things in. It's a little bit windy out here, so hopefully you can hear me okay. And it's so so nice that things are progressing finally.